Hello everyone, just wanted to make a video giving my thoughts on the new ranked team duels system. So this is opposed to the old system where it basically just takes the best guesses from both sides and then subtracts them. This one adds up the total points and then subtracts them. And a lot of people have been hating on the system. I actually really like it, and I'm probably the only one, but I wanted to make my case for it. So I think it provides for a lot more interesting strategy. I basically think that in the old system, if you have a Mex Colo 50-50, one person will send Mex, one person will send Colo. Very boring, very uninteresting, not much strategy to talk about there. And yeah, I don't think it even rewards for being that accurate because you can always just make the most safe 50-50s on everything basically. There's no addressing any levels of confidence. And I think this new system does that, right? Like if you do know it's Colo, you get heavily incentivized for knowing that it's Colo instead of Max, right? Whereas the other team, maybe they don't know, maybe they try to hedge, and they might survive that, they might not, who knows? Just depends on the multis, I guess. But yeah, I think that it's good that it actually assesses different levels of confidence instead of both players just sending Mex Colo every time, right? I also think it's just less luck based in general. Like the problem with the old system is if everyone's always making the safest 50-50 kind of guesses, like one sending Mex, one sending Colo, then it's going to go to like 8x multis basically, which it often does. And it just makes it so that whoever's like just slightly closer on some random round wins the game. And I think it's really lame. Um, yeah, now it's time to address some criticisms that people have had that I disagree with. So people should send the same spot. That's one thing people have been saying. Absolutely not. I don't know where this came from exactly, especially on stuff like Thailand, where it's like, it's impossible to region guess practically. Like, obviously you should hedge, right? So you don't take much damage in multis and stuff like that. I also think that let's give the Mex Colo 50-50 example as well. Like, if it's a really hard round and both players won't know, you definitely don't want to send one certain country. Like, that's incredibly risky, right? Like, I think you probably would send both in that case if you really, really don't know. And if you really, really do know, well, then that's great. I think you should be rewarded for knowing in such a hard 50-50. And I think it allows you to strategize there too, right? Like, if you have one health, right, you might say it's just better to send full on one country instead of both, right? I think it creates for a lot of interesting strategy. Some people say it disincentivizes teamwork as well. This is another thing I've been hearing, and I totally don't agree with it because you have to really think like, should we hedge here or are we confident in sending our guests, right? Are we confident it's this road? Are we confident it's this city? That kind of thing. The last thing I wanted to say is I think people should give it a chance. Like, I think that it's very new and we're not used to it yet, and I think that that makes us have like more negative feelings about it. But I think that if we get used to it, maybe it'll be something that we end up liking, right? Like, yeah. Anyways, guys, give your opinion in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.